Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Okay, today I'm going to talk about don't shut it off yet. We're going to talk about internet training. I'm actually going to talk about what you do for a living. I want to talk about how you earn money. I want to talk about the struggle with money. Why do we struggle with money? Even when we have it, we worry about losing it. No matter how much money we get, we're always worried that it's not going to stay that way, that something's going to happen. Why is that? We are programmed to worry. We are programmed to be fearful. So you've seen Landria.com. LandriaOnkka.com is my spiritual space where I teach people to break through fears. LandriaOnkka.net, and I'm going to put this here. It's a free workshop you can go into. LandriaOnkka.net is where we talk about the physical world and what you're doing in it that allows you to survive, allows you to pay your bills. Because I realize that, we can talk all we want about spirituality. Somebody asked me to tell my story about the spiritual piece. I'm actually going to be hosting some webinars coming up. So you can go to LandriaOnkka.com or go into my spiritual email list. Actually, I'll put that up here, Landria's Inspiration, and you can sign up for, I'm going to have a 2-hour webinar where we're going to talk about how did I go from the spiritual piece through business, because I talk a lot about what I did for a living. How did those two fit together? And I know most of you are struggling with this. So what I did is I absolutely went into that super awakened state many, many years ago. And just so you know, nobody stays up on that level if they function on this planet. They can't function on the planet. It's not that it's painful, it's just, loud noise in the room that you want to get away from. So what happens is your vibration will come down low enough for you to at least be okay with going out into the world and being teachers. I know Eckhart Tolle talked about this, that he never stayed in that super high frequency, that euphoria. And I didn't either. And I was in just a crazy space. I actually didn't see things the same way. I had what's called the fourth sight, where you're seen into a fourth dimension. You're seen past the 3D. I wasn't in my body. When I walked around, I actually felt that I was filling up the room, and I saw from that space back here. Later on, I saw that Eckhart Tolle talked about that, and I started to understand what that was, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was happening to me. I just know that I was in a space that was so way beyond being a 3D human. And you can go into that space, but how do you function in the real world, the physical world, which is really not real at all, but we're creating it. Well, I knew that I was absolutely going to have to leave my investment banking position if I was going to really live that life out 100%. That means as far as I can take it on the material world. Because we do have density here we have to deal with. Never forget that. You never get out of that. That's the whole purpose of being here. You'll experience being human till the day you die. You'll experience emotions and fears and things. You will no longer react to them in a negative way or allow them to control you. You'll watch them like clouds. They float by, right? You observe everything that's negative. You understand that it all has a purpose. You don't have to know the meaning. You don't have to have answers anymore. But what happens when you go into work and it's nasty, or your boss is nasty, or you don't like what the company's doing? I worked with Bayer Corporation. I don't know if you guys know this. I was a paid intern on a scholarship over in Germany. Bayer, B-A-Y-E-R, is an amazing company, but they make chemicals. And every morning I watch those plumes of whatever go up into the sky. And even though at the time I never thought of it, later on in my life I would have never been able to work at a place that I felt was not contributing to this planet in a positive way. So what happens when you don't feel like what your company's doing is contributing in a positive way? There's going to be a negative frequency in there somewhere, right? If it's chemicals in food or pharmaceuticals or whatever, if you're not feeling good about it, at some point you're going to have to make a decision. And I know it might be a difficult one. And I had to make that decision. So I decided, what am I going to do? Well, I was in finance. I couldn't go back. I couldn't stay in that industry. It was toxic for me. And I realized that I had to find another way. So what happens when you work on yourself spiritually and you evolve, you will actually find the answers. And so when you're ready to make that change, even though it's going to be scary, don't get it's scary. It's scary. But the idea of staying in something that you know you're going to die there. You're going to die in that job, struggling, not loving what you do, not loving the people you work with. That to me was no option for me to stay there. And I worked with wonderful people, but the industry was not a good one for me. I quit. So this is why I'm shooting this video and why you guys see me doing this internet marketing. They are totally congruent. I realized that I could control what I promoted and what I did with my life if I had the skills. And I needed in a good way, skills to reach the audiences that I wanted to, because I couldn't do it from my house or from a store down the street. I had to do it on the internet. We have technology beyond our imaginations. It's way beyond what you guys even know what's going on. And everyone's learning how to use the computer for shopping, for business, for communicating socially, sharing information with each other, which is really positive. It's bringing our globe close together. People can't get away with crap anymore, right? Because we talk to each other in a positive way. And yeah, there's a lot of garbage out there, but there is anywhere. So we can't blame the internet. We have to look at ourselves and how we use any vehicle. So I got internet training, and that's what this is. This is why I promote it so heavily. Because people are going and getting new skills. This is a real school. It's like an online university. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is when you go online and you learn how to use the computer. You learn how online businesses work. You learn how to create your own business even if you have no products or services. We teach you all that. Well, they teach you all that. These really super high-level mentors, teachers. There is 100% support system. You have people all the time surrounding you, teaching you, live webinars, recordings, mindset, setting goals. A community, like-minded community with private Facebook groups where we talk about all this stuff. If we have an issue, if you need answers, it's all there. It's a completely different kind of training. It's not just, hey, here's your degree, go out there and use it. It's what are we going to do for the planet? We have people that have created charities through this internet reach that they were helping maybe a few people that are now helping hundreds of people every day. We have somebody who feeds people in Philadelphia, hundreds and hundreds of people. Because of the internet, now she's getting to brand herself and reach massive markets to get the help that she needs. You can use it for anything you desire, and you can learn how to do this. Where's the fear in that? Yeah, you have to invest in it. It's school. It's not free. There are people that spend a lot of money and a lot of time putting this together, and it's an exchange. Your education, your knowledge base, and a business platform that's in place for you. I don't know where you can get that. Former investment banker, I'm telling you right now, it now is congruent with my life, my spiritual life. Now, what we're doing right here is thanks to that training. I would have never been on here. I would have never attempted it. I'd have never known how to do it. I would have never known how to grow this channel or brand myself so that my message is clear. And I'm going after what I love. And I also get to promote it to other people, get rewarded for it, and see people's lives change. And that's all it is. It's not complex. And you can do it. And you don't have to quit your day job to do it. And you can open up your mind and say, what do I really want to do? What do I want to share with the world? Or how do I want to change my own life and my family? And how can I do that? And you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to go out there and figure this stuff out. You can get training step by step and learn how to do it. And that's what you're seeing me do on the business side of things. And when you come over, I'm there. You get greeted by me. Every week you see me in live webinars. When you have questions, you personally get to talk to me. Why? I don't get paid for that. Because I care. Because I'm making a difference. And when you come on board, I get rewarded. Yes, I get rewarded for that tuition that you pay. But I'm doing the rest out of my heart and my mission to help you succeed in the best way possible. And the rest is up to you. You get to choose your life. You can quit things. You can go running back to safety. You can do anything you want. What are you going to do with your life? You don't have a lot of time here, right? Let's do it now in every part of your life. So if you're interested, this is a free workshop, by the way. It talks about what is the training? What is it? What do they do? And what are the different ways you can use it? You know, what are the different ways you can make money online in the way you choose, giving the message you want to the people you want to. And all of it can be good, all of it. We're taking charge of this planet. And we are not battling anything. I'm not giving my focus to the structures that are in place that have not worked. I don't even look at that. I'm creating new vistas and expanding into new areas. And we're banding together and helping each other, like-minded, spiritually minded people. And if you want to join us, come on over. And even if you go through the free workshop, within there you can click, and for $29.95, you get a 30-day trial membership. For 30 days, you get to see what it's all about. What's so scary about that? Yet we hold ourselves back, and then we'll go back every day into the job we hate and get heart attacks and stress out. It's not working, people. You get to choose. You get to choose. You're in control much more than you realize. In fact, you're 100% in control of how you feel, think, what you do, what you manifest. Let's get going. Let's get busy. Click here if you want the free workshop series. You go in there. You get to decide if you want to do the 30-day trial. And then after that, you can decide if you want to come on as a student. I saw recently that high schools are now online. High schools, out of your home, for free, high schools. It's happening already. Universities, online. It's happening. My friend, she's going to university. It's online. I got my design degree online. It's happening. What's so scary about that? How wonderful that we're using technology for amazing things. Let's break through the fear. Break through the structures that aren't working, create new amazing lives, and let's raise the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time. That's you, and that's me. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings, my friend. Namaste.